afternoon. My name is Joe Bandel, and I am the last Rosicrucian. I haven't done a video for a little while, and so I thought I would come up with one about what's happening with Gaia's Ascension process. A lot has been happening in my life. To make things short, my workplace is closing as of the end of the year. So I'm looking at hopefully having some a little bit of unemployment that will last for a while, and then moving into retirement where I'm going to have more time to do projects like videos and research, things like that. So you can look forward to more of me next year. Which brings up the coming crisis point. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to realize that we're at a real crisis point. And Gaia is on the move in terms of ascension. The last full moon was critical, and as I'm out walking, I can sense that everything's lifting. It's perfect. It's happening. We did a good job. Gaia is on the move, and she's taking every life force along with her. What happens after we achieve our destination with the ones that don't want to be there, that's up to them. But right now, everybody's coming along. Everybody's going along, kicking and screaming. This is happening. Between now and the fall equinox, which is a few weeks away, what's happening is things will be coming up into awareness. As I was out walking, before the last full moon, it was really stressed. Okay, I could really feel that stress, and it was just, okay. After the full moon, it relaxed. And it relaxed, and it was successful. And so what I'm saying is, when I tap into the energies right now, I'm not feeling that stress that I was feeling before. So things are on the move. They're not gridlocked. And everything is heading toward a conclusion. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about that conclusion or that resolution. Because it's not going to be nice, it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be definite, and it's going to be permanent. And again, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that this is hanging on the election. All right. Now I have a few notes here. I want to make sure we are at a point of crisis. And Mother Nature has to make some hard choices. Mother Nature has been kind to us. Mother Nature is giving the human race a favored status in the past. But things have reached the point where the entire life cycle of the planet, the ecosystem, is at risk. And just like there are emergencies, or there are times when a baby is born, when a choice has to be made. Who lives? The mother or the baby? And I could give hundreds of examples of situations similar to that, where a hard choice needs to be made. And humanity has created such a crisis that it cannot continue the way it is. a hard choice needs to be made. And it's going to be a grassroots choice. It's going to be a common sense choice. It's going to involve the energies of Mother Nature itself, herself. Because what's happening is for once, all generations are going to kick in and unite to get us out of this situation that we're in and propel us into a new social contract that's going to be fair for everybody. And that grassroots movement has been triggered by the coronavirus epidemic. And you're going to be seeing an escalation of things in the next 2 months leading up to the election that are going to be frankly unbelievable. And it has to be. It has to be because the side of Mother Nature, the side of common sense, is telling each one of us in its own way, society cannot sustain itself the way it is right now. Something has to change, and one side has to win. And I'm telling you, one side is going to win, and it's going to win big. It's going to win definitively because it needs to. Because the only way a new social contract can be established is if the opposition is wiped away. And that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because there's a lot of people with good intentions, but the road to hell is paved by good intentions. Sad to say. Let's look at a few more points here. Every 2,000 years, a new chakra is lit up. And that 2,000 years is dominated by the energy of that particular chakra. In the previous 2,000 years, the chakra center that was lit up was the third eye center, and it involved spiritual energies, the spiritual energies of Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, things like that. It's very high, is actually above the mental energies. The 2,000 years previous to that was the throat chakra. That was the awakening, and it dealt with throat chakra energies, which were mental energies, philosophical energies, and reading and writing, because reading and writing was invented 4,000 years ago. So you kind of get the picture. Every 2,000 years, a new chakra center, a new energy center lights up. Well, this time, the crown center is the one that lit up. But the crown center is not accessible. It's the 8th chakra center. And it's unity. When you think of unity, it's kind of like E equals mc squared, Einstein's theory. It's where matter and energy are interchangeable. It's where everything fuses together. It's where it's like a resolution. But the 8th chakra, the crown chakra, is also like the keyboard, the piano keyboard, and the note, the C note, because there's a high C, a low C, and the middle C, which are each octaves of each other. And what happens is those people that are ascending and that were able to attune and tap into the crown chakra energies have done that. Now, the harmonic below like two tuning forks that are operating on the same note, is the one that's going to be active for the next 2,000 years for everybody else, everybody that can't tune into the other one, the higher one. And that is the root chakra. So to simplify things, what I'm saying is for the next 2,000 years, the root chakra energy, the energy of survival, is dominant. It's going to be the dominant energy. It's not going to be in the head. It's not going to be intellectual things. It's going to be pure survival. And for the first time in 8,000, well, however, 16,000 years, if you want to go back, I suppose, with it starts over. We're starting a grand cycle, and it's starting at the root chakra. And every living thing has the ability to tap in and access the energies of the root chakra for its own survival. That's what we're seeing with this COVID-19 virus. It is the life force that it draws is drawing from the root chakra energies of the vital life force of all living things. I mean, humanity is no longer at the top. This is an even playing field, and we have 2,000 years ahead of us where if it's not this crisis, if it's not this virus, it's going to be the next one, or it's going to be something else, another life form that challenges the human race. And we can be smart. We can integrate all of the chakra centers and harmonize with Gaia, with Mother Nature, or we can fight. We can fight her. And I tell you, my intention is to harmonize and unite with Gaia, with Mother Nature, to serve Mother Nature, to serve Gaia in the best way possible, because she is trying to maintain the life cycle for all living things upon this planet. And humanity has really screwed things up. And it's time to pay the piper. There's going to be some hard things that are going to be happening. And there's no turning back. But humanity's going to be forced. Okay, do we want to live in a septically or antiseptically clean environment, wearing bags over our heads and breathing through masks the rest of our lives, and our children and our grandchildren? Or are we going to develop our immune systems the way that nature intended and grow with her and mingle with all these other life forms that are suddenly given the same rights to exist as we are? Now I see that we are running out of time here. Just take this final thought. New social contract coming perhaps by the beginning of the year. It's not going to be pretty, but the end result is going to be lasting, and it's going to be beautiful. Please remain positive. Thank you.